All right. I just want to say peace to all the brothers and sisters, kings and queens out there. This is just gonna be a discussion. Not gonna be too long. A brief discussion on why you are what you eat and why what you eat affects you and your brain function. Right. So I was doing some research and I found out that we have a second brain, right? And this second brain resides in your gut, your intestines. So we're gonna take a look at your second brain, right? And why this affects you and why what you eat can play a major role in life, what you think, just your quality of life overall. So let's see here. Where should we start? This is sciencemag.org. Your gut is directly connected to your brain by a newly discovered neuron circuit. Newly discovered neuron circuit, right? Um, the human gut, all right, you can just follow along. The human gut is lined with more than 100 million nerve cells. It's practically a brain unto itself. All right. First line you already see. 100 million nerves is practically a brain unto itself. And indeed, the gut actually talks to the brain, releasing hormones. Anytime you see the word hormones, just think instructions into the bloodstream that over the course of about 10 minutes tell us how hungry it is or that we shouldn't have eaten an entire pizza, whatever. Um, but a new study reveals that the gut has a much more direct connection to the brain through a neural circuit that allows it to transmit signals in mere seconds. The findings could lead to new treatments for obesity, eating disorders, and even depression and autism, all of which have been linked to malfunctioning guts. All right, so there's a lot of people that people say they got like anxiety, depression. Little do they know that that Dunkin' Donuts malfunctioning gut. That depression in malfunctioning gut. Autism malfunctioning gut. Um, let's see here. This is something that you can look on yourself. I'm not gonna go all the way in. I did read this whole article, but I just want to show like some other things that I found when I was doing my research. Um, I was looking up like things that are just like bad for the brain. Uh, this is healthline.com, and this is just I would just want to give examples of something that everyday people probably eating all the time, and give you a little cause and effect of you know eating these things. So we got your sugary drinks, of course. I'm not gonna read all this. It's just a few of these just really stood out, and I think people should really be aware of and have them marked. All right, foods high in trans fat, highly processed foods. This is like chips, sweet eats, microwavable popcorn. This is like a big one for at least people in my community. Even for people that aren't eating meat, still end up with the highly processed. I think I might do something on just processed food, but just gonna continue down. No, that's 4. All right, this right here, aspartame, right? This right here could possibly be one of the worst things you can ever ingest. Well, we're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go back to that. That's 5. Alcohol, that will be up there, and mercury. Boom. So in my community, we love our seafood. We love our shrimp, snow crabs, crab legs. We gotta get to this mercury thing, but let's go back up to aspartame real quick. Now, this is a artificial sweetener. For those of you who like coffee, anything sweet. Let me just show you something. An article that I found on this little aspartame right here. All right, aspartame is the technical name for the brand name NutraSweet, equal for the coffee people, equal for the old people, spoonful, in equal measure. All right, it was discovered by accident in 1965 by James Slater. So funny name, Slater. A chemist, all right, who was trying to find an anti-ulcer drug. All right, let's see here. This is what I really want to try to get to. All right, now take a look at this right here. So this is why I want you to be very mindful of things that you ingest, because these symptoms are so common. It's like you don't know what the fuck to be worried about. You don't know where it's coming from. But I just want y'all to look at this real quick. Now, aspartame accounts for over 75% of the adverse reactions to food additives reported to the FDA. Right? Many of these reactions are very serious, including seizures and even death. What? What? Hold up. You're telling me I can have coffee, start having like equals, right? My equals, and then I can start having seizures or die. That's just off the rip. All right. A few of the different documented symptoms listed in the report as a part of aspartame dangers are, these are symptoms of aspartame and using aspartame, through maybe accumulation of these what do you call them, artificial sugars. This one in particular, right? We have Headaches slash migraines. Who don't get those? Dizziness, nausea, numbness, um, weight gain, even gaining the happy weight. You know what that could be doing? Getting you sick, disease. And let's see what else we have here. Depression, fatigue, hearing loss, vision problems, breathing difficulties, anxiety attacks, memory loss. What else do we have here? Joint pain, tendinitis, all right, irritability, muscle spasms, all from commonly in my community, we could say equals. We could say, but if you turn around and read the ingredients of your food, you'll see a lot of this. Like I'm about to look up foods that contain aspartame after this real quick, just for y'all. Um, According to research and physician studies, the adverse effects of aspartame, the following chronic illness can be triggered or worsened by ingestion of aspartame. All right. So if you have any of these can be worsened or induced, triggered just by having this. Mental retardation, Alzheimer's, diabetes, birth defects, uh, Parkinson's. All right, we'll keep going because now I'm about to really now take a look at this right there, right here. Take a look at this shit. Now, aspartame and glutamate acts as a neurotransmitter in the brain by facilitating the transmission of information from neuron to neuron. Information. Everything is mostly information. Anytime you talk about anything with the body. Um, Too much aspartate, too much aspartate or glutamate in the brain kills certain neurons by allowing the influx of too much calcium into the cells. This influx triggers excess amounts of free radicals, which if you look at free radicals, you can see that that's like almost cancer. But which kills the cells. The neural cell damage that can be caused by excessive aspartate and glutamate is why they are referred to as excitotoxins. They excite or stimulate the neural cells to death. All right. So just ingesting this, now we know excitotoxin, which is we're gonna see right now. We're gonna see how common is this, because you could just be thinking that, yeah, where are we even finding this at? All right, just here we got diet soda, sugar-free ice cream, but let's see like a list. Foods that contain aspartame in the US. Are they gonna give us a list, or are we gonna have to literally? Are we gonna have to literally go through ingredients? I didn't. This wasn't really part of it, but we're gonna go look for this real quick. This wasn't really a part of my research, but this is just as an example. Hopefully we find some. Hopefully we find some good ones. Now what you gotta know is that these things also go by other names, so you also will have to look into that. But as you can see, we have, what is this? Yogurt parfaits up here, aspartame. This is from aspartame. It's on the label. Down, you got chewable kids. I think only wow. Oh, I don't get questions on that, but yeah. The day syndrome, aspartame, congratulations. Aspartame. So beautiful. This is about just about food effect on brain and what you eat, but it's not, you know, you wanna look at that. Trying to, damn, I pressed this shit too many times. You're trying to delve, then they fall down and go out team. You're fucking shit. Right, we got what these are, but kid pass. And it's because they change the name of these things a lot, so you'll see different names, different spellings, aspartate, aspartame, same thing. The nicotine thing I was talking about. Trying to get off smoking, stop smoking, give me aspartame though. Diet sodas. You know, some they say not all have aspartame, but some. Ricola. You know, this is why you should be checking your ingredients. These things right here, especially your coffee people. What it is a sweetener. So a lot of diet things, they'll use this to, you know, make it taste a little better. A lot of diet products. You know, we got your crystal light. All right, we're gonna just get off this. But you can see like a lot like things that you don't know. We can spend some time on there. We got your gums. Let's just continue with what I found on my little research. Now, this was supposed to just be about the gut and um, the effect of what you eat on your gut, on your body, on your brain. So we looked up a few things not to eat. Hold on, I just want to get into one more thing that we've seen on there, because these things are just wild. These things are really wild. Excuse me, but if I can find it. All right, this should be it. Fish high in mercury. Fish high in mercury. This is really important because mercury as a heavy metal in your body is very toxic. And I just want to like show make a quick point about that. Let's go to the top here. Cause like I said, we love our seafood. We love it. But look what our seafood is doing to us. Look what it's doing. All right. Mercury. Mercury poison is the result of being exposed to too much mercury either through the diet or environment. Mercury is a heavy metal that is highly toxic to humans, right? And this is medicalnewstoday.com. And before I continue, let me just say that you can find this discussion on Spotify, Public Radio, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, all that good stuff. But let's go back to business. Now, mercury, right? Consuming food that contains mercury is the most common cause of poisoning, right? Mercury poisoning can cause severe symptoms and put the body at unnecessary risk. A person can prevent this by changing diet, environment, blah, 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 blah. Now, what I want y'all to look at real quick are the symptoms. Let's look at real quick the symptoms of mercury poisoning. I want you to ask yourself, am I being mercury poisoned? Because this shit could be anybody right now. So, have I been mercury poisoned by fish? I wonder. Mercury may have affect the nervous system, leading to neurological symptoms such as nervousness or anxiety, irritability, and this is a wild one because I may have suffered from I may suffer from mercury poison, mood changes. We get those a lot, right? Memory problems, depression, physical tremors, Um, as the levels of mercury in the body rise, but yeah, more symptoms will appear. These symptoms may vary depending on person, age, exposure levels, adults, mercury poison may experience adults with mercury poison may experience symptoms such as muscle weakness, metallic taste in mouth, nausea, vomiting, lack of motor skills, or feeling just uncoordinated. Just like inability to feel in hands, face, or other areas, change in vision, hearing or speech, difficult breathing, difficult walking or standing, all due to mercury exposure. Okay, and for children with mercury poisoning may show symptoms such as impaired motor skills, problems with thinking. And this is for, the people giving the fish, the crab legs, the lobster tail, all that good stuff to the little ones. Impaired motor skills, problems thinking or problem solving, difficulties learning to speak or understand language, issues with eye coordination, um, and just simply being physically unaware of their surroundings. Right. This is just something I just want to show you. This is just for my fish eaters, my seafood lovers. Not to bash, but just to inform. And I also want to give you, while I did do this, a simple vegetable that does something called chelation, and that's drawing heavy metals from the body. Um, this is it right here. Plant, cilantro. This can help draw heavy metals from the body. I'm not gonna go really in depth on this. This might take a whole show within itself, but you can look at studies such as this one right here. I've read a few of these. Scientific research on natural heavy metal chelators. Can cilantro move heavy metals? This is stuff that you can just easily Google. Clinical studies completed recently proved that heavy metal chelation using cilantro and chlorella can naturally remove an average of 85% of lead, 91% of mercury, aluminum from the body. So this is why someone like me, I really promote eating naturally. When you eat your veggies, your fruits, and your grains, you naturally are getting your medicine every single day, every single bite. And also, these things don't allow you to overeat, so you won't have to worry about, you know, um, overeating. Because a lot of these plants, vegetables have mechanisms in them, information in them to stop you from over ingesting any of that. So this is just a little sidebar, side nugget, chelation, cilantro, and aluminum is another thing that is very toxic. That's in a lot of food, but I probably might get to that in another show. But I just wanted to get to one or two more things that I found in my research. Now, before I go here, let me go to this right here. I don't know how this is gonna play in my last video, like me playing a video while.
The brain in your gut is also known as the enteric nervous system. It's a collect.
I'm gonna pause that because I can't talk while the video's going, so I'm gonna let this play for a little second. This is a doctor from Stanford University Hospital.
Of nerve cells or neurons, as we call them, that are
And this is just more to, or better yet, to enforce you are what you eat. And your second brain in the gut, your intestines, which holds a lot of your neurons, as we saw. And when you think neuron, you usually only think brain, but we have to think gut. You are what you eat. You get that gut feeling, you get those butterflies. This is where it comes from. So I'm just play this. I'm not gonna say nothing because these videos be messing up. So
the brain in your gut is also known as the enteric nervous system. It's a collection of nerve cells or neurons, as we call them, that are actually within the wall of your entire gut. starting from the esophagus all the way down to the rectum. This brain or nervous system is
Now they just said this that network starts from the esophagus to your rectum. Okay, so let's keep that as footnotes. 'Cause I'm only thinking your gut, but it starts immediately as soon as you begin in digestion in the mouth.
quite independent of the other brain, the one inside our head. In other words, it can function on its own in what we call an autonomous fashion and is very important for regulating the function of the gut, those functions being absorption, digestion, and moving material from one end of the gut to the other. The gut is a sort of a colloquial term that we use for the gastrointestinal system. The gut really is the engine that transforms energy in the environment to energy that's in a form that we can use. And without that function, life cannot exist. What's also not commonly known is that it has more nerve cells than your entire spinal cord. And what's also not commonly known is that 90% or more of the body's serotonin actually lies in the gut, not in your head. And about half of the body's dopamine lies in the gut. And this is actually now the subject of studies trying to link what's happening in the gut with what's happening in our head. There are many conditions that are caused by problems with this brain in your gut. And these conditions are surprisingly common. Let me give you some examples. Irritable bowel syndrome, for instance, or IBS. Other examples include common conditions such as gastroesophageal reflux disease, acid reflux, or heart. Some general symptoms for disorders of the enteric nervous system or this gut brain include nausea.
All right, I'm gonna stop them right there. But I think I get the picture. When it comes to your body, you have to start looking at what you eat very differently. All right. I'm gonna go to one more thing here. Not gonna hold y'all too long. All right. Now, a lot of people they get cravings for things and they may not know why. You know, it'll be late at night, you want ice cream. It'll be early in the morning, you want a beer, or um it's breakfast, you want to eat steak. It's dinner, you want just potato chips. Um and I want to show you a little reason why that may be. So like I said, you are what you eat, right? So the more you eat, the more bacteria the more, let's say, the more hamburgers you eat, the more bacteria you'll have in you that want hamburgers. The more you eat veggies, the more bacteria you'll have that want veggies. Let's start with the article real quick. And like I said, you are what you eat. Be careful what you eat, and it's impossible to think straight without eating straight, without eating whole food. How gut bacteria tells their hosts what to eat by suppressing or increasing cravings. Microbes help the brain decide what food the body needs. So you think you deciding what you eat. You thought you just had the craving for butter pecan ice cream. You thought you just had that craving for Popeyes. You thought that. Little do you know that something had that craving for you. And we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Not really to the bottom, but you're gonna get to the bottom. I'm gonna get you to the surface and you can get to the bottom. Or you can follow me. I'll get to the bottom. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get there. Scientists known for decades that what we eat can change the balance of microbes in our digestion tract. Choosing between a BLT sandwich or yogurt parfait for lunch can increase the population of some types of bacteria and diminish others. And as their relative numbers change, they secrete different substances, activate different genes, and absorb different nutrients. All right. So once again, scientists has known for decades that what we eat change the balance of microbes in the digestive tract. Choosing between whatever, a BLT or a salad can diminish, increase, or decrease the population of these bacteria that's controlling, or better yet, to help control what the brain or what the body needs. Let's see here, and these choices are probably a two-way street, but gut microbes have also been shown to influence diet and behavior, as well as anxiety, depression, hypertension, and a variety of other conditions. Hold up. Hold up. Technical difficulties. But yeah, like I said, just be aware of your food choices and just know that you definitely are what you eat, and just be more mindful of what you take in. You know, I'm not gonna read this entire article. I don't know how long. I read the entire article, but it's a good one. You can check it out at scientificamerica.com. But like I said, just what we eat plays a major role in our thought and our aura and our spirit. So you want to be very mindful of what you ingest and know that it's definitely controlling your day to day. And like I said, for your mercury, you got your cilantro and many other chelating veggies. Um, you can also find me on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and I'll be coming with more information, more of my thoughts, my opinions, and I hope y'all just follow along. But yeah, just that paragraph alone, I think that was really like very powerful. But like I said, and like they are researching how gut bacteria tells their hosts, you, what to eat. You think you want Popeyes? No, 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 no. It's not you. It's these guys. These guys right here. That's Popeyes. This is Kennedy's. And you heard it from Stanford. I don't have to repeat that, but like I said, you definitely are what you eat, and stay tuned to my next video. You could call me Brother Dynasty, I3 Radio, on Spotify, I3 Radio on many other platforms that I named. Um, it'll be in the description below, right? So to the brothers and sisters, kings and queens, until next time.